We'll take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Shout out JB Hi-Fi Rockhampton. There probably should be one fucking in Gladdy, eh?
Yeah, you can chuck one heaps closer, fellas.
Definitely need one a bit closer.
Um,
There's even one in Harvey Bay. Fucking
really?
yeah, mate. Harvey Bay's a good spot. They've got everything down there.
Yeah, I wonder how this is actually going to sound like after
New
it just been...
Turkish place, drive-through fucking Turkish place. Have you ever heard of a drive-through Turkish pide sort of joint?
Pidays
Where you
and
can
shit.
go and get fucking a kebab through without even getting out of your fucking car.
Really? Do they, the Turks, they run that deadly... Is it the Turks or the Greeks? But they got like the pizza, but it ain't pizza.
Yeah, the pide.
And it's like thin as.
Yeah,
and
and
it's
it's
just like they have fuck all like toppings on it.
Yeah,
But it's just
the
like,
pide.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking like a kebab joint. Fucking red hot.
Yeah, they're sick.
I don't know what the Greeks do something similar, and then the Italians do like the calzone, or fuck, I don't know how to say it. Calzone is what an Aussie would say, but calzone, I think, is calzone. It's like the folded pizza, but
Yeah.
the Turkish joint down in Harvey Bay has been. I've never ever envisioned seeing a fucking drive-through fucking Turkish place in my life. Like, we're coming from Canberra, or not from Canberra, but living in Canberra for so long, Alibaba had fucking some pretty good kebabs and whatever, but they never had drive-through. And then all of a sudden, Harvey Bay just chimes up, and there's this fucking
They start chirping
drive-through
up,
fucking kebab joint. So at 10 o'clock at night, you can just drive through there, get yourself a fucking big meaty fucking kebab, and
That's-
you're fucking full laughing.
So
Heaps better than going
that's
Macca's.
really been targeted at the bong smoking community, that one.
Oh, massively. Yeah, if you're smoking a big 3 papery or having a fucking 3 ciggy mix, you're definitely
Yeah.
going to the fucking... You're going straight towards MS kebabs, I reckon.
Shout out MS
Yeah,
Kebabs.
shout out down in Harvey Bay. I think I don't know where they're from, to be honest, originally, but yeah, they're definitely making a mark in Harvey Bay region. We went there, we got a big feed from there not long ago, and it was red hot. One of the better kebabs I've ever had. Very tasty chicken and mushroom fucking pide.
Well, that seems like we're hitting the right
And it
noise
was,
level now.
delicious. They do it all. But I just can't get my head around that there's a fucking kebab joint that does drive-through.
Fuck.
That isn't a massive corporation like Hungry Jack's or fucking Macca's or KFC or...
So these blokes are full next level. They're
Yeah, I think they're just
smart as.
fucking, thought about things and how much they could make money and fucking
They-
trying to get their fingers in a couple of pies, and they're doing it well.
When they were looking into it, they were going, what has Harvey Bay got? It's got drug addicts.
Drug addicts, Wales, Fraser Island, big land of sand, and 2 fists of fuck all after that.
And then they got, so then they just circled like drug addicts, and they said, "How can we make money? Like, what drug addicts are we chasing?"
Absolutely, the best marketing decision they could ever fucking come across. They went, well, the whales aren't going to eat fucking shish kebab. Fucking, they're fucked. But the drug addicts, we might get a tick there.
Yeah, blokes
And
coming
young
down.
families, tick. Elderly, maybe we'll put maybe just a dash in there, but
People coming off a bender, or people that are like severe
they
bong heads.
they definitely did their research and they've come out with a winner because
Yeah.
it's fucking exciting me. I enjoy it. I haven't been through the drive-through yet, but I plan to.
You know,
And,
when you go for like when you'd go have a frolic, and you frolic for a couple days, and then when you're done frolicking, you start getting real spooked on, like, you've got to eat, and you haven't eaten in days. Like, it's been 3 days, no food's been in the belly, maybe a handful of chips or like some peanuts at the pub or something.
Yeah, fucking minimal, but like
Yeah,
2
like-
fists of nothing, and then you've got
And then you're thinking about
but in the back of your head through that period of time, you're thinking, "Fuck, I should eat, and then you don't, and you get to where you're about to fucking go with it.
yeah, and then like you get to the point where you're like, fuck, right, I got to go home. You're like, you think maybe you know what'll round this bender out, this little frolic? To cap it off, I'll ingest some marijuana, and I haven't slept fuck all in days, and I've done nothing but consume insane amounts of alcohol. And you're like, righto, well, how about we fucking rip this bong up the guts? I haven't smoked bongs in fucking 4 or 5 months.
And then your appetite's just going to go through the fucking roof.
Yeah, and then you're like telling people to like, you're at the afters where you've been at, like your mate's joint or some random person's house, and then you're lying there as it's kicking in, and then you're like calling people up to come get you. Like, you got to get me and take me through the drive-through.
You gotta go through the drive-through. It's like a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, always. You're like, let's smash
Even
drive-through.
I find it really hard when I go out for dinner. Like, I'll eat dinner and then I'll get the shits, but I'm like, fuck, I'm still hungry. Like the other night when you picked me up from the fuck pub,
Yeah.
I wasn't even hungry, but you were going through the drive-through. I was like, well, fuck, I'm just
Mickey D's.
Just get me something. It was like it sold itself. It was just the fact that you had a passenger. They doubled their revenue on the fact that I was just had a few beers and I was still pretty hungry after having a full-blown pub feed.
Well, how's when you go in there, like you were saying, like if you go through the drive-through with your mate, you will go through there not hungry and you're in the passenger seat, and then your mate just looks at you and go, do you want anything? And you go, yeah, well, obviously I want a double cheeseburger straight up.
And your eyes get way too big for your fucking belly. You just end up fucking full-blown going the whole menu.
How's it like you can always eat like a cheeseburger, or like if you're a little bit more hungry, like you're not hungry at all, but you're like
a quarter pounder or something.
Yeah, you're like,
I can have a Big Mac meal.
Yeah, just make it a medium.
That's what I can't get my head around with this fucking drive-through fucking kebab joint. Like, they must make so much money on wasted food. Like,
yeah,
because all these cunts are going through there and ordering all this food, going, yeah, I'm going to get that, and that. And they probably eat, like, you're doing pretty good to get through a full-blown kebab. Like a mixed meat large kebab, I'm fisted after eating that cunt.
You got to, like, if you're eating the chip, like, if you go that, your chips and your drink, I'll only, like, smack all that, like, real hard if I'm starving. Like, say you haven't eaten all day, and then you get it and you'll whack it down, and then you might be looking at other shit. But if you just go in there normally and you're like, oh, no, I'll go this, and you've had, like, brekkie and lunch, and then it's dinner time, and you're going to go whack it.
You're not going to eat that, all of it.
But you get, like, it looks that good, you're like, I'll go, the zucchini balls? Have you had the zucchini balls with the garlic sauce?
The big puffs, yeah.
Oh, they're wicked.
Yeah,
but
so
they're
good.
like that big, like fucking like the size of a
you think they're going to come
softball.
out like this, like a little jalapeno popper, like zucchini puff ball, like almost like the size of a potato jam. They come out like they're, fucking huge.
Me mate Bura at, shout out Bura at Capital Kebabs, Canberra in Fishwick. Fuck, you been to that joint?
No, I haven't.
Best
Yarralamla were really good.
Nah, he took
Capital Kebabs.
Yeah, with a K.
I like it.
Capital.
G'day, mate.
Yeah. Oi, he's the man too. He's that sweet. And he's the best kebab, hands down, the best kebab I've ever had is at Capital Kebabs.
Where did he come from? Did he get taught by Kismet Kebabs back in the day or what?
He's like
Kismet was fucking. They were.
He's like Bura, he's like a full proper chef and everything.
Yeah.
And then he started up Capital Kebabs with his old boy. And then his old boy will just be getting around the shop. Like his old boy's
There's
like
this place
fucking...
when I first moved to Canberra in Manuka called Kismet Kebabs. And it was fucking incredible. Like next door to where I was working, I'd just go in there all the time, get kebab. Like instead of getting a staff meal for lunch, I'd just go in there and get a kebab.
Yeah.
Red hot. But then Yarralamla come along. Yarralamla kebabs. They were fucking really good.
I remember
But
having...
his old mate fucking like... He must be a descendant of like the kebab king or something.
I think it's in his blood. He's like, I can't remember what type of wog's in him, but fuck, I can't...
Yeah, like
maybe
Lebanese or Turkish.
Yeah, like he's Greek or fucking what.
But the Greek's more like Souvlaki. So the Souvlakis...
Maybe he's not that... Well, his name's...
You're more...
His name's Christian Boris Ral or something.
Yeah, you're more in the more Middle East when it comes to like the kebabs. I think don't
Well,
judge me for that.
after getting to do it,
Excuse
what's
me.
that DNA test to find out where he's from? He'd probably just tell me to tell me
You
his
just
heritage.
ask him, I reckon.
Yeah, you
he'd
could
probably yeah.
Don't reckon do a DNA test on him.
I don't think he'd be too shy, but especially if he's making the best kebabs in the capital. Capital of Australia.
He's got them.
Shout out to Canberra, the big old capital of Australia, making the big old fucking the best kebabs in Australia. If you haven't been there, the only reason you need to go is the what kebabs? Capital kebabs.
Capital kebabs.
Damn!
Shout out, brah.
If you're ever going through Canberra along the Hume Highway for some shit reason, get yourself there to Capital Kebabs because it's just off the road onto Fishwick there.
Yeah, it's fuck all.
You pretty much got to go straight past it.
He does
rip
like.
in.
I'd never had a good coffee till I went there. I thought all coffees were just real bitter and shit.
Nah, Turkish coffee's real good.
And then I went in there to just get a coffee because I just used to always like grab coffees and be like, oh, coffee's a coffee. Like only drinking it because it gets you revved up.
There's a huge thing about coffee.
Then
You got to be, you end up being a connoisseur.
Yeah, then he did me up this coffee one time, and I was like, what have you done to this? What's going on with this coffee? And he's just like, oh, I just made you a coffee buzz. I'm like, this is the best coffee I've ever had. It was like smooth, wasn't bitter as shit, like fucking.
Yeah, proper good coffee. You don't
actually is nice.
You don't need to even add sugar to the fucking
Nah.
thing. You just drink the fucking thing and have a nice little bit of nice dash of milk. But a good coffee, like literally, is a double shot espresso with a little dash of milk. That'll send you all day round to go. Sensational. But you don't need any, like, you shouldn't put sugar in coffee. That just ruins it. Unless you get to that point where you're like full blown latte art, fucking like connoisseur, fucking getting the first pop on your roasted coffee beans and all that sort of.
I was watching a video and it was this bloke like into people down in Melbourne and he's going, whatever happened to the avocado coffees? He's like, why aren't you guys still doing them?
It got too expensive. It was funny to say that.
He was so revved up about it. He's going, where the fuck's avocado
I want
coffees?
an avocado latte, you cunts. It was funny you say that. We used to, like, back in the kitchen days, we used to do smashed avo, like, when the big ramp up of smashed avo, it was like, you'd go to fucking a restaurant or a cafe or whatever, and you'd get a piece of toast with some smashed avo on it, and like from a chef's point of view, like it literally cost you, I don't know, maybe $1.20 to put this thing on the plate, and we're charging $16.50, $18.50. Add a couple of eggs, add some bacon, like you're looking at $25, like
but that's like
through the roof.
That might
expensive.
be a like. In materials, it might only be $1.50, but then there's like fucking all the time.
Cost price. Yeah, and then you got everything else that comes into play. But
because I think my sister was telling me if you eat something in there, it's got like in a kitchen. If you order something in a restaurant, it's like being marked up 3 times.
Yeah,
like,
you want to get it to the point where it's like 70% markup, more or less.
So if something costs you $5 to make in the kitchen, it sells for $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that
no?
$15.
$15. Like you're looking at 3 times, 4 times, 5 times the markup on certain products.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the smashed avo fade, like
because it's quick as you're just like, it's done.
We literally just had a big tub of mayo. Big tub of avo that just was like bang, bang. And we'd go through so much. But then this thing popped up the other day. It was like a couple in Rockhampton or somewhere further north maybe have produced this avocado that grows on the tree, and then like each avocado weighs about 1.3 kilos.
Oh, I heard about that. They're huge.
Yeah, they're fucking massive.
And don't they just have a regular pit?
Yeah, exactly the same, but they're fucking huge. Like, the fruit of them is just crazy.
Bigger than your beanbag.
Oh, 10 times the size of my beanbag. I even had to look at it just to make sure. Like, do the maths on that. But, like, it was and then I sent the boys that I used to work with. I was like, imagine this. Like, we'd only need fucking 3 of these, and we'd have fucking mayo. What I keep saying mayo. We'd have avo for the next fucking, like, for our whole week's service. Because we used to pump through it. Like, we were doing 4 trays of avos every 3 days.
Then
of smashed.
I reckon one of the nicest feeds you can get when you go out, though, just as a simple basic feed that you can go rip into, getting the smashed avo. And then just getting the...
all the sides and shit.
Yeah, you get smashed avo. Either you smashed avo or you get... There's normally a real deadly vegetarian option.
And then you just add a bit of bacon. And if it doesn't have eggs, you just add 1 egg to the cunt.
Oh,
and away you go.
And they're like... I reckon they're just like the nice... It's just refreshing. You feel... It don't feel like
you don't overexert yourself.
Yeah. You know, when you do the big brekkies, you go on ham.
There's no point doing the big brekkies. Like, bang for your buck, whatever, but, like, you just walk away there and you just ruin your day.
Yeah, like I got to go nap.
Yeah.
I see me brother. My brother can smack a big brekkie like a motherfucker. Yeah, he'll go that.
Where's his go-to? Has he got a go-to?
Oh, couldn't tell you off the top of my head. But he'll get a big brekkie. He'll chuck extra sides onto it. Fucking large coffee, get a juice, like that motherfucker.
He can be leaving the establishment without shitting myself, I don't think.
Yeah, he'll do it like, you'll be hungover as shit and he's like, yeah, I'm going to get this. And you're just like, I'm like...
A bacon egg roll. And a small flat white, thanks.
And before I even get the coffee...
Maybe a Bloody Mary just to get me fucking past this stage.
And before I even get out of that place, I haven't even taken 1 sip of the coffee and I'm going to shit myself because my gut's all fucked up.
My favourite thing used to be fucking going to places for breakfast that used to serve alcohol.
Yeah, obviously.
Like getting a Bloody Mary in the morning or espresso martini, and you just look at the waiter's face or the waitress's face, and they're like, "Really?" I'm like,
yeah,
yeah.
It's 6:45.
Fucking look at me. Like, yeah, I definitely need one of those too. And like, you never go there and ask for a beer or something like that. But
you cocktail menu.
You just be a little bit like elegant about it. Shout out Elegant Hour. But and you'd go in there and they'd give you a Bloody Mary, and then you'd have the Bloody Mary, and then we're like, all right, I might have that espresso martini now. Like, I need a coffee. I'm up and about.
I've been at when you go into places and they don't change over to like serving piss till 10.
Yeah.
And you get in there at 9 and you're like, fuck, can we get drinks like not till 10? And like, say you get in there at like 9:30 or some shit, so you just like hold off on ordering anything.
Yeah, push it right back.
Yeah, till it's like getting close to 10, then you start ordering food, then your food gets there, you start eating your food, and then you're just watching the clock the whole time. You're like,
yeah, just going beautiful.
And then as soon as it ticks over and hits 10, you're just like screaming out to them like you've been looking at it like a stopwatch the whole time. You're like, hey, can we get a few Bloody Marys to the table, please? And they're just like, the people just shaking their head just like...
And then you got to wait. But then you got to wait another 45 minutes because they got to make so many because you got fucking 4 or 5 blokes.
Yeah. And they're just like shaking their heads at you, just going, well, you sort of know what we're in.
Well, they knew they were coming. They got to be fucking stupid not to fucking figure it out that they were coming.
Yeah, well, if you serve it, people will come.
Exactly right. That was the best part about working in places that had liquor licensing. Like, we used to serve a bloody Caesar at one of the places at Cedarn, the bee's knees, the places that I worked, and it was a bloody Caesar on the menu. And then, but then we'd serve oyster shots in the morning, like Bloody Mary oyster shots.
I like the Bloody Caesar. It's a lot lighter than your Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Take everybody through what a Bloody Caesar is, though.
That's the clam juice.
Yeah,
that's
Clamato, brother.
Clamato, yes, correct. Yeah, the Clamato.
It's clam. What is it?
It's clam and tomato juice with all these other fucking added shit. I wouldn't even know.
But you can buy it just like
you can buy it off the
you buy it in the carton. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not alcoholic.
Yeah.
But it's
you make it alcoholic.
That shit's really good. We used to pickle beans and then put pickled beans in the top of ours.
Oh really?
I don't know what it was with the beans, but they used to release like this weird fucking flavour that would like react with the clam, I guess. Oh, and the clam and tomato. And fucking like it was so good. But then we used to take out oysters and then drop them in those, and
Yeah.
so good. And not spicy, not like that spiciness where it'd blow your fucking head off, but it was like
Just that bit of
it
tang.
just zing that would just like, oh yeah, that's fucking good. And then you get the vodka and tequila if you wanted tequila in it. Usually we just do vodka. And
What do people go tequila in it?
Yeah, you can get Bloody Mary with tequila in it's pretty fucking good.
That'd be naughty as.
It's pretty it's naughty, but it's nice. Like
It's
only
It's naughty, but it's nice.
it's only a half, like a half nip of fucking vodka and a half nip of tequila, and then all the other additives to it. So it's pretty much just essentially a fucking one shot, but it's got that extra little nip to it. That's like
extra flavour profile.
Yeah, I reckon it's probably
adding layers to it.
Yeah, you're just growing it up. It's like building a house, You just fucking build and build and build, step by step.
From the foundations up, brother.
Lego bricks. But yeah, it's that was a fun thing about working in like a place that used to do brekkies in the morning, because like you just pretty much get to the point when the bartender would know that you were completely fucked. And
you're like, this bloke's hangover's really kicking in.
I reckon he needs a fucking Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
I reckon he needs something.
You got a chef in the back that's just like sweating it out, just like not even looking at anybody anymore, just like,
fucking 45 minutes of sleep and just like, mate, I need something to get me up and about. And a vodka Red Bull ain't going to do it.
How's Pommy was telling me he's been working in this kitchen, and
how is Pommy? G'day, Pommy.
He's
overseas there.
Yeah, he's in Scotland, but I don't know if it's the kitchen he's working in now.
Fucking working over there.
Yeah, he's working like
he's a talented young man. Pommy.
He's onto it. Shout out Pommy.
Yeah,
he's working in this nice like fucking kitchen in Scotland. And it's just only local products. Everything gets made in-house and stuff.
Yeah, sensational.
And like he was telling me like some of the shit they do, it fucking sounds phenomenal.
Yeah.
But he was telling me like he's worked in these kitchens over there, and I don't know if it's the one that he's at now, but like people to take the heat off them while there's like shit going on, say that you haven't been up to scratch with your prep. To take the heat off you, you'll go get somebody else's prep and throw all their shit out. So then like blokes are like,
what's that cutthroat?
Yeah, like so then like the head chef's just like, why isn't your shit done? You're like, oh, what about? Or they like, oh mate, like you get busted first, like for not having, and they're going, where's all my stuff? And then they're just like, oh sweet, I got a bit more
schoolyard bullshit.
Yeah, he reckons.
Fuck, I've never worked in a place like that. I'd rip cunts a new one if I was fucking in that position.
He was sending me and him were like messaging and everything like after you came on the first one, and he was just going, fuck. He goes, this is like some of the shit that I've been dealing with. I'm like, that's fucking heavy. And he reckons blokes over there full having punch-ons, like best mates in the kitchen are having punch-ons like mid-service, and then they're getting back like just back into service. Then at the end of it, they're having like a smoke at the end of the night, and like, I'm sorry, bro. Sorry about that.
Like what happens in service stage, service sort of situation. But it's fuck that.
Imagine that you've just chopped up a heap of onions.
Like working towards a common goal between everyone, like that's fucked up. If I ever ran a kitchen and that shit happened, man, I would just be like, fucking bang, grab out the fucking door, straight up, like
Bob's barking, everybody.
Bob's going off his head. He loves a bark around these parts.
Yeah, he's a big dog.
He went mad last night. I don't know where he went. He barked and he stopped barking and then just shot off. He was done.
Really?
But fuck me, like, yeah, that's probably that Scottish fucking Highlander behaviour for you, I guess. I can't vouch for it. I've never worked overseas, but in an Aussie kitchen like that, fuck, I don't think it'd ever happen because you just create such good camaraderie between everyone. And like, I've worked in big kitchens before, but I haven't worked in a kitchen where you get to the point where it's like cutthroat to like you're in competition with the next guy behind you or whatever. And it seems like in Europe, a lot of that is the case. So
yeah, I was watching, like, after he said that to me, I'd been watching some other chef shit, like, on the net and everything, like, watching, like, videos and stuff, and then people, like, talk, like, that's, like, from what I've seen out of, like, some high-level chefing, was, like, that's, like, sort of common. And I was like, fuck, man, that's rough. Imagine if I was on a job site and somebody was fucking hiding me screws or some shit or whatever I need, all me bolts.
Like stealing all your fucking, like you're up in the man box or something and you've got all your shit down there and then you come back down to pick it all up to go back up because you can only take so much weight or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you go back down and then all of a sudden it's all gone. You're like, where the fuck did my shit go?
Yeah.
And then you're walking around a mine site trying to find your fucking screws or your fucking rattle guns and your fucking screwdrivers or fucking...
We got any more tinnies on the go here?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Yeah. No producer. Bob's going off his fucking lid. Anyways, we're just waiting for this tinny to get back to the table.
Do you want a rum or a...
Oh, is there a rum on the go there? Oh, fuck it. Give us another rum, man.
Rum or a 4X?
Yeah, go with a rum then. As I was been riding off 4X hard as, and then I was like drinking them the other day, and I actually didn't mind them. I was like, they're
I'm
like,
not a fan of 4X.
oh, now you're going to have a piss. We're not going to cut anything here. You guys can just listen to the sweet sounds of me on the radio for the next couple minutes as we wait for what's his name, Rye, to come back. I mean, this is fucking hectic setting up a new computer. Has anybody had to set up a new computer before after they don't know what's going on with the first computer they set up and then you got to redo it on the second computer? You think you might actually start getting a bit better at computer work, but I can't seem to figure any of this shit out. I don't know if I'm retarded or I'm retarded, so I think it's the latter.
What are you retarded about?
Oh, computer stuff. It's
No, 4X is fucking... I was the same. Every time I go to the BWS lately, there's always like a $10 fucking 6-pack of 4X stubbies sitting on the fucking counter, and I always wonder, like, is it because no one buys 4X or
I think it's popular
they just like trying to like get everyone to drink fucking 4X. Like, I don't think it happens down in like New South Wales or anything, but everywhere I've been in Queensland, there is fucking a 4X 6-pack for $10. Anywhere, any bottle shop you go to.
Well, 4X is way more popular in Queensland. Like, I know couple of me dad's mates, they always drank 4X down the pub because when they were having a schoon of it, they knew that they were having one standard drink. So if they went and had 10 schooners, they knew how good.
MIDI thingos. Yeah, and
And
that was before. Look, 4X has been around a lot longer than Northerns and shit.
Yeah. And as soon as like Northerns came out, then so many people stopped drinking them, like, and people would be drinking Northerns.
I don't like fucking Northern. I can't fucking drink it.
Should I let that dog in? No, I'm not into Northerns. And in saying all this, people, you got to remember that I will drink, and me and Ryan will both drink whatever you put in front of us. So,
but drink responsibly is also like don't go getting behind the wheel of a car and doing the dumb shit. Just drink responsibly. But yeah, so reiterate what Evan is saying.
I'll drink whatever is on the go. I'll rag on your drinks all night and tell you how shit your drink is, and then I will proceed to drink it with you. So I don't know. That probably says more about me and my antics than anything, though. But yeah, probably don't drive your car after getting maggot.
No,
or do.
Things are frowned upon these days. I went through very big period of drink driving. It was pretty hairy. I ended up with a couple of hairy little situations, a couple of run-ins with the law.
Washing the dog.
Not much fun, eh? Very bad. Serial offender when I was a young cunt.
Pisshead.
Oh, yeah, not much has changed really. Eh? It's in the genes. I didn't really get much of a look in after being born into the O'Neill family. That's
Thirsty work.
wouldn't say I was an alcoholic, but it's definitely in the genes.
You wouldn't say you're an alcoholic, but you drink every day.
I don't drink every day. Only when I'm at your place. And at my place.
I noticed that you didn't look me in the eyes when you said any of that.
I did enjoy a drop. Everyone fucking knows that knows me, and fucking everyone that doesn't know me will probably know it pretty soon. But I don't know, I enjoy beer. I enjoy beer, a chat after a hard day's work.
You haven't done much hard day's work, but
You pretty much owe it yourself. Please. I work harder than most, mate. Get out and about. I can do it here and there. I don't take the piss like some cunts these days. Jesus
why are you
Christ.
staring at me?
I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you. I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. Fucking hell.
Wait, how's this motherfucker who's got, what, is this the Yakult? He's got a Yakult flavoured fucking vape. This is the weirdest thing ever.
The healthiest vape in Australia. I don't know how they think it's healthy when it's getting produced in China or built in Singapore and built in China. Yeah, I don't know. What does it say on the back there?
I don't know. It's
It says
hectic. You've got two of the most hectic flavours. Give us a go with the other one.
designed in Hong Kong and then assembled in China. But I thought those two places weren't really seeing eye to eye. Oh, that's Taiwan. Never mind.
Is it?
But I don't know. Yakult is like a yogurt flavoured drink that you used to drink when you were a kid that your mum would give to you that you just didn't want to drink.
It's good for your guts.
And now they're
Full of probiotics.
Yeah, probiotics, you're right. But
Like
now...
kimchi is good for your guts.
Yeah, but we're not talking about kimchi. There's not kimchi flavoured
Do you like
fucking
kimchi
vapes.
though?
I'm not a real fan of kimchi, no.
Really? I
No.
fucks with it.
Kimchi's like South Korean.
Yeah, it's fermented cabbage and stuff.
Yeah, with chili
like,
and shit.
It's wicked with stuff because it's like you have it cold on the plate. It's good with like your brekkie food, I reckon. Like your eggs, bacon,
Yeah, we
and
used
shit.
to do actually.
And then, like,
we
have
used
a
to do
side of
crab
that.
and kimchi. A duck and kimchi, confit duck and kimchi omelette back in
Ooh.
the day.
That's tech.
Now that you've mentioned that,
When you're doing the comfy, what's that?
confit cooking it in its own fat. So, I never used to like duck, but duck cooked in its own fat or pork cooked in its own fat
Is that
just-
still comfy? Like if you...
Yeah, confit. Just it essentially means cooked in own fat. Like you could do confit potatoes in vegetable oil, more or less. But the best potatoes are duck fat potatoes, where you use duck fat to cook them. But
Yeah, they're crispy.
oh yeah,
They're the crispiest little
sensational.
ditties.
Yeah, off its head.
Yeah.
But yeah, confit is essentially just means cooked in own fat in French. I think.
Yo plays French for yum.
Yeah, you're cold. Get your flavour from the vape. Yokel means yum. But no, like yeah, cooking shit in fat is just the bee's knees.
Well, that's how it's all meant to be done. You know?
Well, I don't know. It depends how fucking far back you go. That's what they used to do in the 1600s and all that sort of. I don't know. I haven't delved too far into it, but
I was watching like all
I
this.
think
There's this YouTube channel and it like tells you about the history of like where food came from. And then I was watching like how fish and chips came about. And then they're saying like fucking how it came about and even like,
in England,
yeah, and it was like,
of all fucking places, England
because they were
created
sitting,
fish and chips.
yeah, because they were sitting down there on like the dock or whatever, like, or working along the banks and shit, doing shit. And then they had like, they'd have like their little cauldron or whatever that's filled with
the
like,
witchcraft
Yeah, a bit of-
cauldron just bubbling away with some potatoes in it.
no, and they'd have they'd always have fat on them apparently, like because they were cooking like with lard, doing whatever. So they'd have like a pot of that, and then they were like catching like the fish, and then there was always potatoes on the go over there, and then they were just like, well, slap these cunts together, and then we got a meal and it's banging, and then everybody's like, how are you making that so tasty? And they're just like, deep frying this motherfucker, brother.
And utilising it over and over and over.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it is like you utilise your. Or these days it's so different, but I think they would have back in the day definitely utilised or their flavours would have just like generated over and over.
Because with your oils, you got
to got more and more flavour every time.
Because with your like when you're frying shit up, you only meant to use your oil a certain amount of times, eh?
Have got me, eh? No, well, we used to change it. We used to strain it every day, but then we used to change it once a week because you end up to the point where you're frying so much other different shit. If you're frying the same thing over and over and over and over,
she's sweet.
You just wouldn't fucking bother changing it because it's just increasing the flavour through.
So if you had oil that you were just frying,
if you just had one thing to do chips in.
Yeah.
You just go chips. And then you just add to it, top up to it, and just
and strain it.
Yeah, and then just fill it up every now and then. But there's a burger joint that has been using, I think it's in America. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's in America. There's a burger joint that's just been doing the same fucking thing, using the same fucking shit for like since 1970, maybe even earlier, like 1950 or something.
The same oil.
Same oil, over and over. And they're just the same fucking thing. And they haven't changed their recipe, they haven't done anything.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much just a patty with lettuce, tomato, cheese, and tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And they just slap it on and fucking send it and done.
Wow.
And apparently it's like one of the best burgers you'll ever eat in your life.
The bee's knees.
Yeah.
The duck's guts.
On the back, the duck's nuts. On the back of...
I was just throwing out the duck's guts.
All the duck's guts. I thought you said the duck's nuts.
No, I said the duck's guts.
Oh.
I fucked it up.
There's the duck. There's the duck's nuts. The duck's nuts was in fucking Dixon.
Was that a restaurant?
I think so, yeah. The duck's nuts. Pretty sure. But yeah, apparently the burger was just off its head. And they'll obviously do a lot of others whilst they're there, but...
There's a bloke on YouTube, he's like a burger historian or some shit. That's what he like says that he is.
What, he fucking claims that he is that?
Yeah, and he goes through, and I've watched videos of him cooking up like the very original burgers, like how they would have been done. And like, fuck, they look rough as. But all it was just like mince and like just like rolled into like this dodgy ball.
Yeah, no additives, nothing.
Yeah,
no
just
onion, no nothing.
Nah, nothing like that, and then just fried on the thing, and then they had bread. So then it'll just be like whatever bread that they had.
Yeah, true.
Like whatever the baker was cooking or whatever you cooked.
Yeah,
there.
what do you get? Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just like showing like that was like the original burgers, and it was like I can't remember from. It was like
I don't know how. I don't know the history of it, but like you look at the way fish and chip shops, takeaway shops, and shit in Australia have gone. Like you've gone from you go to fucking a takeaway shop and get $5 worth of hot chips in a fucking paper bag, like not a paper bag, but like a newspaper fucking roll up.
yeah.
And it'd be fucking this big. And then now you go there and it's fucking, you get $10 worth of chips and it's like
A little tray.
a third of the size, 2/3 of the size.
Yeah.
2/5 of fuck all chips. And then you go to get a piece, like, and it used to be like $5. You get all this, you could get a loaf of bread, bowl of tomato sauce, chip sangers, and feed 10, 14-year-olds back in the day. Now you're probably got to get 4 lots of chips, 2 loaves of bread,
Yeah, it's like nearly
and 2 bottles of tomato sauce.
nearly $100 ordeal
Yeah.
over like a $10 ordeal.
Yeah, crazy. Like takeaway joints have just gone straight down, but they go with the times, obviously.
Yeah, but even like going like the Aussie burger with the lot so different to the American style burger. I know when I did a couple weeks over in the States, and then when I finished in the States, I've been eating nothing but like burgers and wings over there just because it's fucking easy and cheap.
Cheap as, yeah.
And like everywhere you go has got them, so you're just like, oh well, fuck it, just give me the burgers and wings. I'm here to get maggot anyway, so I don't really care what
just
I eat.
send whatever you want to send, and
Yeah.
fucking I'll eat whatever I want to eat.
I'm just eating once a day. That's how I'm keeping my calories down.
and just supplementing the like what you're putting into your body.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to overdo it, like with
Dude, how much did you spend on food over there, you reckon, in the 2-week period?
oh, probably a couple $100.
Yeah. Like one shop over here,
Yeah,
a couple $100 over there for 2 weeks.
Oh, probably like max $500 for the time, but then I think it would have been like thousands of dollars on peers.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
And then there was like probably other stuff that helped you not be so hungry.
All the extracurriculars.
Yeah, a shitload of extracurriculars every day.
Nothing wrong with that.
Wake up, have a shower, extracurricular.
Yeah, perfect.
Go rip a hongy to get hungry again, and like full just like drug addict spec.
Just send it.
Yeah, just really getting up on it.
I enjoy that. I like that. That's like, yeah, I enjoy those stories.
Oh, they're good stories.
But what was your best burger over there? Did you go to In-N-Out Burger or whatever it's called?
Yeah, smacked in and out there. Wicked. They make all their own fries, so they got like a little. They got the
chipper.
Yeah, they put the potato in it. And you watch them out the back, and they pour it and just.
We used to have a chipper at Cedon. We used to do our own sweet potato fries with the chipper.
Really?
And I bought one actually for the restaurant that
You'd always see some bloke like when I went into In-N-Out, the bloke was just going.
I've
She was
got
grabbing
one
and
sitting
going.
in my pantry at home. Fucking a chipper, like it's full blown. You just drill the cunt to the wall.
Yeah,
and you put the potato
need it somewhere sturdy. Yeah, you got to swing off.
Yeah, and I bought it because I was like, we're gonna do our own chips, and fucking they're like, nah. And then I end up fucking fizzing out at that joint anyway. But
what's the go-to like? Cause it's a full art to which chips you meant to fry up in it. Like
Desiree potatoes were the best.
the ones that make they're the chippiest chip.
The purple ones were the best for us.
Really?
Yeah, and then we used to do sweet potato ones as well. So we'd get a sweet potato that's like fucking like 45 centimeters long, 50 centimeters long, and then we'd peel it, and then we'd cut it in half, and then rip the cut through.
Grip it and rip it.
But yeah, it's a good Google to have a look at. But I don't know whether. But the Desiree potatoes were the best all-round potato in a restaurant because you could roast them and you could get them out, and then you could fucking and then you could also we'd peel them and then chip them as well, and then we'd wash the fuck out of them, wash all the starch out of them over and over, and just keep a running tap. Not good for the environment, but we'd just run the fucking tap flat out over the top of them. Once you stop seeing like that white starchy shit coming out of them.
Well, when you're doing that,
dry them.
can you not just so if you're trying to get all the starch out of the rice as well, you do the same shit.
Yeah.
Or with your potatoes, do you have to have the water running for it to do it, or can you just let them soak in it?
Nah, it's usually
You need it running.
I think you need it running. I don't know what the process behind it is, but I always just kept it running.
Yeah.
Just wasting water, really.
Just
not a great thing.
Just getting rid of the shit.
But
we've got heaps of it in Australia, anyways.
Oh, yeah. We're the driest continent in the world.
Second,
apparently. Where? Behind who? Africa?
I don't know. No, I think Africa gets a fucking fair bit. There's only spots in Africa where it's like.
No, it'd have to be fucking. Surely it'd have to be Africa.
Oh, it could be. Maybe Sahara or some shit. Or that.
Yeah,
what
that's Africa, isn't
Oh,
it?
is it? I don't
Pretty
know.
sure it is.
Oh, we get nobody to fact check us here.
Yeah, where's Dale, the fucking producer? But I think, yeah, and we used to run that water on those fucking potatoes, and they used to come up pretty good. But we used to like triple cook them, so we'd fry them at 100 degrees in a deep fryer, and then bring them up, let them sit for 3 minutes, then refry them for another fucking.
What happens when you let them sit?
They just leach out all their shit.
And then they're
Yeah,
way
and
better
then
to
just
go again.
Yeah, and it just forms a fucking like a crispiness around them.
Who's that?
It's like the duck fat potatoes.
Who's that chef?
Heston.
Yeah, scientist. He's the one that came up with the triple dunking
the
on
triple
me.
cook. Yeah, he's the bee's knees of duck fat cooking.
Well,
Heston Blumenthal, his name is.
Yeah, shout out Heston, the lad. Me mate,
little 4-eyed bloke that just fucking.
he's a genius.
Turned chefing on its head. He's a freak. Absolute freak.
I'd seen a thing about.
But you don't hear much of him anymore. I don't know what happened to him. He's like sort of just probably
too tapped.
I think he's made enough money that he just picks and chooses what he does, and
How's
he doesn't have to do too much anymore.
me mate and his missus went there
The fat duck
to one of his restaurants,
would be the fat duck for sure.
and they had to they booked in so many months in advance.
100 fucking months in advance or whatever the fuck
But you had
waiting time is.
Before you went there, you had to answer all these questions, and it was all shit about your childhood, where you came from, all this shit. Lots of credit card details and passwords.
The cunt's like Willy Wonka. Lots of credit card. The cunt's like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, and then they went there, and their meal that they got was all shit, because they were from Pambula and stuff, and Wyndham and everything. Jonas Manley and his missus.
And Ruby, yeah.
They went.
G'day, guys.
Shout out Jonas and Ruby, the lads. And
Up the Giants.
bit of perso shit.
Yeah,
And
we laugh.
he was saying they got there and their whole meal was orchestrated around their whole life. So there was a feed there that was because of the salt in Pambula, because it's near the ocean. So then they had there was a whole thing around that, and everything that they did was
so cool.
The people done research on the fucking area, and being this is that.
They're full scientists.
But
He's like Willy Wonka, man.
yeah,
The cunt is literally the culinary bloke of Willy Wonka. If it was fucking, you wanted to put someone in a movie that was going to do something on the culinary history or the culinary whatever of how to create food from fucking whatever to be the actual Willy Wonka that cunt fucking produced, Heston Blumenthal would be that bloke.
It's next level how he goes about thinking it, because he goes down to the molecular level and they're going how the structure of it all is.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I think that's the beauty of food. We haven't really touched too much on food this fucking thing, which I'm happy about, but at the same time, when it comes to the food thing, and when you come to people that you respect, because I've had that I guess fucking influence throughout my life, I tried to get into all that molecular sort of stuff, but
the molecular,
molecular, whatever the fuck the word is, but it's fucking hard to figure out. It becomes a science, a full science, and
he's obviously fucking.
You got test
smart.
tubes here and test tubes there. Yeah, he's fucking through the roof, fucking smart. And
I seen the thing when it was talking about how he's the first person that said to get the best potato chip, you've got to triple fry it, and they're that was the biggest. I was reading this article on it, and they were going, that was the biggest breakthrough in culinary shit in fucking you know, that like fucking our century or whatever. Like
Yeah.
nobody like
The duck fat potato was massive.
and like nobody had worked out that like
And the fat
if you-
duck, I don't know where he came from with that fat duck thing, but he did pop-ups all over the world with that.
Yeah. I used to watch his show. It was fucking hectic.
Yeah, he could create like an orange bubble and shit. Like he could make a balloon with it would be like
what
orange
knows?
flavored or fucking whatever it would be. Like yeah, crazy shit. And like for the Joe Blow chef, like that just wants to cook
Snitties.
meat and free veg. Like you influence it. Like we used to use fucking agar agar and soy lectin and fucking all those sort of things, and we do little pieces of and snippets
now
of what he would used to do. But
Well, now joints, heaps of places use like them foams and them purees. And I remember growing up, like you had to go to like like when I was like first 20, like you'd have to go to like the fanciest restaurant ever. 10 years, like over 10 years later, and you just go to like down to a pub and they'll be like, yeah, puree.
yeah, you go to the
cauliflower,
Joe
fucking-
Blow fucking
yeah.
place. Yeah.
Like you're just down there having it's a nice pub feed, but it's just at the end of the day, it's a fucking pub.
Well,
that
it
you're eating at.
just got elevated.
Yeah.
And everything just grew and grew and grew. And I think that's the best part about being like, if you appreciate good food and the way food's done and the way they've sort of produced it, and that's a good shout out to like a lot of chefs out there. Like, it's a dying trade, but people who have the passion and the inspiration to be able to like produce food in places like you say the pubs, the clubs, and all that sort of stuff, like it goes a long way. And like any Joe Blow will appreciate a good meal.
Oh fuck
like,
yeah!
You don't have to be in a place where you go, all right, I'm in a fucking five-star dining restaurant to be able to, as a chef, to be able to produce something that someone's going to go, holy fuck, that's on the specials. That was $28 and that was the best fucking feed I've had in years and years and years.
Like I go down and get the special, like go hit the special board at some of the pubs, like just around here, just like the Gladstone region. And some of the specials that they chuck on there, I'm like, fuck, I've never tried that. And then like, I'll be like, oh, fuck it sounds nice. Whatever it is, like it'll be like pan-seared, fucking such and such.
Giving them a shot.
And you're like, that sounds pretty like tech.
And
then
9
you have it,
times
you're like,
out of
"That's
10,
so nice."
that's fucking the person that's been given the opportunity to do that is like a young cunt that is coming through, that is like an apprentice, fucking just an amateur chef, like not an amateur chef, but like
yeah, like they're only just starting out.
only just gotten through their apprenticeship and now they're fucking trying out and moving forward. And usually those dishes that you see that are like, fuck, I don't know about that, but it sounds pretty good. And if you go it's going to be okay. But they're the people that like, they need that inspiration because it's dying, especially in Australia. Like Australia is becoming to the point where 5 years ago, the chefing industry itself, before I got out of it,
What do you reckon before COVID?
yeah, no, it's hard to say, but I think because of all the influx and like how easy takeaway became, people aren't going out to eat anymore. Like, it's easier to just go, all right.
Drive-through kebabs.
Drive-through.
When they got drive-through kebabs, bruh.
Like, why the fuck would you go anywhere else? Like, fucking hell. Is there a bottle shop next door? Because you just lock and load. But
Let's
I think that's been a hard thing for a lot of establishments. Like, you've got to have that draw card where you're not going to go there and spend $350 in a night.
Yeah.
And that's a tough thing to fucking be able to maintain in this day and age because everything's so fucking expensive. So, but it is a credit to like the places that are allowing like and still employing apprentices and all that sort of stuff because it died off big time. Fucking like leading into COVID, after COVID, it's like
Yo, how many places I knew so many places before COVID, like they'd only just started, and you were hearing about people like just starting out, and you're like, oh, that's sick. And then COVID hit, and then you're like, fuck, all these people just got smoked.
yeah, completely gone.
Because
And
like the industry I'm
it
in,
would have turned so many people off trying to become a chef because of that reason.
yeah, and think that'll go on for years too, because like those people will be telling people that like, nah, don't get into chef, and like they'll be like, oh, you're a chef, aren't you? Like, but now you do this, so I want to get into chef, and they'll be like, fuck that.
Yeah, why
bros.
do you do it? Why do you do it? I'm a big advocate. Like I still love the industry. I still love the fact that what it is and like being able to produce really good food for people and offering people something that they can't actually do at home, because I think COVID did the thing where it gave everyone an avenue of being able to
Cook it up.
try and cook
Yeah.
exactly what you would get in a restaurant at home. And
Because-
so people became chefs themselves.
Yeah, well, even like before I came up to Gladstone just to like smack out all this mine work, I used to cook heaps at home, and then because I work so much now, like my day when I go to work is a 12-hour day. I'm not cooking after that.
No, fuck no.
Like I hadn't cooked
That's
until
why I
like
stay here.
yeah, I hadn't cooked till the other week, and like a few weeks ago, then I cooked like my first meal that wasn't just steak and broccoli if I was going to cook.
Yeah, or just something easy that you just go bang, it's going to be fucking 5 minutes and I'm fucking done.
Yeah, because that's why I'd go steak and broccoli. Like, righto, broccoli, fucking cook the steak. When the steak's just about done, put the broccoli in there. By the time the steak's rested, pull the broccoli out with
Yeah,
fucking
way you go eat, go to bed.
bit of sauce.
Yeah, and you're fucking laughing. But I think that's the big problem. Like, I don't think any food's going to ever get cheaper. But then you go to other parts of the world compared to Australia, and you can go to In-N-Out or fucking shout out In-N-Out.
Yeah, shout them out.
But
You
like,
can you go over to Asia,
you go
right?
to those other places, like you go, same thing.
When
like you go to
people
Asia,
in
you
Asia,
pay fucking $5 Australian for a plate of food that is fucking bigger than your fucking head and bigger than your belly, and you eat it and you feel bad that you don't eat it.
yeah, you got to try and
You just
whack
got to
the whole
smash
lot.
the whole fucking thing, and it's $5.
Well,
And
over there too and stuff, like when I've been to like any like of the Asian countries or Southeast Asia and shit, even like all the locals, if they don't work at a restaurant, right, and they do like just whatever else jobs are going there, like they're doing whatever else job, they like go and hit up the local street vendors because the street vendors are so fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not actually dipping into what they're making.
yeah.
It's like they can go and eat out for all their meals as well because it's that cheap to eat out. Like, if you try and do that over here, it's
It's
fucking...
important. You still cost, like, you go to street vendors over here, it costs you fucking the same price as it is to go to a fucking restaurant.
One of the best places in town to go here in Gladstone is that Vietnamese van.
Yeah, the bar me place.
Yeah,
and all that
and
sort
they
of
do
shit, and they
the pho.
pho. How do you say pho?
Pho.
Pho. I can't say it.
It's just, I'm pretty sure it's pho.
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 It sounds like you just put no effort in. Like,
It's
pho.
it's pho.
Pho. Yeah, pho that, brother.
Beef soup. But yeah, you're right. Like, and like,
But that's nice as fuck. But
places
that
like
still
that,
costs
but
you the same as
it's
going to
still-
a restaurant.
Yeah, correct.
It's so nice though.
And yeah, delicious and
Shout them
authentic.
out. I can't remember what they call, but they're
it's like
fucking
the
that wicked.
Vietnamese veggie shop down there on fucking
Yeah.
like Tank Street or fucking near Tank
Oh,
Street.
their
It
food
is
is.
red hot.
I've gone like a shitload of their different dishes too.
I haven't eaten it. I just roll in with the young bloke that I work with, and he's just like, "Bro, we're gonna stop in here. We're gonna fucking pork bar me. Like I'm
Yeah.
on this." I'm like, I never go there and never eat because I always bring up fucking
Heaps of tucker with
heaps
you,
of
yeah.
fucking shit with me. But, which
Otherwise,
is
like-
shit too, because I always bring food with me and then I go somewhere and I'm like, fuck, I've got to buy lunch. I don't want to buy lunch.
Well, when I go to that Vietnamese place, I'll go, because all the food's that deadly, I'll go spend $50 just on myself. And I'll go get way too much food, won't be able to eat it all.
Yeah, which
eat
isn't
bits
a
and-
real bad thing though, because you
It's
can
so-
fucking you got 2-3 days fucking
Yeah.
after fucking that's done.
But there's times there when
Indian
I'll
in the
just
fridge
get it.
right now. I'm probably gonna eat that tonight.
Yeah, I just had a bite of some before. That's like coming on a week
we
old.
got a juicy little feed coming up though. Nice little triple pork couscous with a pork fillet and broccolini corn and a mushroom red wine jus. So
Oof. Should we wrap this up then?
probably not a bad idea. We've gone to 1 hour and 20 minutes of chat.
Hopefully the audio is good. Shout out Shirt Lifter Party shirts. We're fun and we're fruity. Shout out the Elegant Hour. Fucking like, share, subscribe, whatever you got to do to get it across the line.
Thanks very much for having me, mate.
That's about it, I think.
Plenty of chat. Plenty of rubbish chat, but hope you enjoyed it with Evan and Ryan peppering your ears once again. Maybe you'll hear us on the airwaves once again real soon.
Righto, lads. Bong on. Fuck ya.
Catch ya.